With the exciting candidates tournament coming up, I thought we would have a special series for it, where I collected the best or most beautiful move game out of every candidate player's career. And in each of them, anyone watching can solve the puzzles alongside us and see which player they are most alike. And there will be both an easy and a hard mode for each of them. So, what do you think? And actually, who are you cheering for at the candidates? Because you will be there yourself, which is so cool.
Perhaps it's not 100% sure, but very likely. And I just wanted to ask you the exact same question. But since you asked me first, here's my complete bonkers tip. I think Matthias Blübaum will take it. The
Yeah.
unexpected dark horse. I have seen him play in Vike. I know who his seconds are, and he is diligent, hardworking, and I think he is already definitely a 2750 player, in my personal opinion. And I think he can just clear the field. The only thing he has to convert the winning positions because he often has winning positions and then he just falls apart for whatever reason. So this is something he will work on in the last or in the next month. And yeah, Matthias Blübaum. Now your turn.
I love that you're rooting for your German compatriot. And I always love like rooting for the underdog too, because nobody expects him to win, but if he does, it would be so cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't I don't have a very, very clear favorite like that. I feel like it would be nice if Fabi won because he's the one that has tried the most. I also think the Prague Gukesh match would be really exciting. And I actually think that in general, I don't think it's gonna be that clear because there's some surprising players, there's some new players here that I think the usual favorites might not actually like it might not actually be as clear as people think that oh, it's only one of these three who can win. Because the field is so new, you never know how anyone's gonna play, and I think there's gonna be definitely some surprises.
Yeah, looking forward to this. So here we
Yeah.
have one of the favorites. That's Mr. Nakamura.
Yeah, we're starting with Hikaru. And although I wouldn't call this super easy, but here there's no calculation, and it was one of the nice moves that he has made in one of his famous games. It's very cute. What do you think White should play?
Yeah, for you at home, if you want to solve the tactics too, you can always stop the video, obviously. And all the games we can see in the article to the video, it's below the video. So here I go. My guess is it's very, very nice that the rooks are on those files. So maybe we can
Yep.
exploit that. Bishop on h5 is, of course, an interesting option, but the king might escape. So I would love to have the F file open somehow. This can only happen by taking the pawn on g5. Now, unfortunately, the rook can take. Ah! Oh, that is rather beautiful. It's queen takes e5.
You got it. You got
Wow.
it so quickly. Yeah, Queen E5 is what he played in the game. And Bishop H5 wins too, but you just take Queen E5 later. But this is much nicer,
That
right?
is very nice.
So if you take, then there is this very unusual mate.
Yep,
Yeah.
that'll
So
seal
in
the
the game,
deal.
he played that, and the game continued, but I was interested in Queen E5 for us to find.
Nice.
So yeah, that was one of the really beautiful moves that he has made. Now, like I said, there will be a hard version and an easy version. So that was the easier one. But
Uh-oh.
if you didn't get it, it's okay. It's not like a very, very obvious move either. But now we have the hard mode for Nakamura. And this is one of my favorite examples of tactics that he has made in his game. So try to find this time. So first, his opponent played bishop to
Oh,
f6, opening up to the queen and
that was
also taking.
so tricky. I was already calculating. Okay, so it's still working what I'm thinking of. But It's massively complicated. So I'm thinking immediately of queen takes f2 check.
Let's do
But
it.
it's
Let's do it. Let's calculate it.
yeah. So king probably has to take. I mean,
Yeah. If they don't take, we
yeah.
just take back the piece, whatever.
Obviously,
We're, yeah.
bishop c5. I mean,
Yep.
the sad part is that the knight, which was just on f6, is not there anymore to give a check on maybe g4. That was my calculation.
Yeah.
But the rook cannot go to e3 because still our rook. Oh my goodness. So now we give a check on f6.
Sure.
Do we? How to continue this? I'm running out of no, I'm not. Knight e5 check. Rook has to take, I guess.
Rook can take.
Bishop c8 check.
Yeah. And then the king moves away to the H file, and we can take that rook and like threaten one of the checkmates.
Beautiful.
So that wins. Yeah. In the game, King G5 happened.
Okay. You don't have to take, I see. Well, I wonder. Takes. No, this is not working. So my thoughts are knight f3 check, bishop e3 check, but the rook will take on e3. Then, of course, h6 check would. Maybe it's. No, maybe not. Oh, so I don't see rook g6 check because the king will go to h5.
This is actually fine. Like, this is good. There's multiple winning moves, but this is what he played. And
What?
and honestly, this next move is what I wouldn't expect. Like, I would have played bishop c8,
Yeah.
which is an idea we talked about before. I think this makes sense. It wins too, but he decided to start with f6. And
Oh.
white just doesn't have much to do, so he took here. And after this, now the bishop comes here with the threat of rook here. And if the king tries to escape like this, then there's bishop f2 joining.
Oof.
So I don't know.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's very, very complicated. But like the idea here was I assume this, and then maybe knight here, and then some bishop can join, or maybe we make another quiet move. But basically, just the net around the king grows more. But I don't think you need to see f6 to go for this whole line.
Wow.
Um, but no, you got it with queen f2 so quickly and so confidently. You did it.
Well, I wasn't very confident because, of course, it's very crazy. So what happens after the king goes to h1? It just continues somehow, right?
Yeah, you just take this and you're up 2 pawns
But there
for.
is a rook falling. Oh, no, it's not
Eh.
falling.
Sure it can fall, but there's too much stuff on these diagonals for white to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Wow.
you got it.
Okay.
So
That
you're
was a bit
already
lucky.
2 out of 2 playing like Nakamura.
Well,
Good.
maybe
We'll
he
see
is
if
my
any
favorite.
other. We'll see if you get that for Matthias too.
You
So
found a tactic from Matthias?
yes, for each of them. But it might,
He
oh, it's
never.
gonna be a two-part lesson, so we'll see in which part
Okay.
it's gonna be. It might be in the next one. Um, so this now we are moving on to Anish Giri, also a fan favorite,
Yeah. Hmm.
and yeah, and a candidate to win. If he doesn't draw all of his matches, then yes.
We're white?
So this one, um, Giri's playing as white, and his opponent just played
I
a4.
just wanted to take on a5 and say solved.
Yes.
Didn't work.
So what should white threaten?
Well, white, of course, has to deflect the queen somehow, which is saving or like tries to protect the pawn.
Yeah.
But how do we do this best? Is there. How do we do this best? I wonder, I don't think it's possible in one move. We have to take more than one, perhaps. So let's think about very straightforward. Queen g6. The queen just moves to, I don't know, d4, and nothing happens. It's a check, and actually
Yeah.
we're in big trouble. So no. But how to deflect the queen best? Maybe I'm stuck on this and it's not right.
It is exactly right, but you just haven't found the square.
All right, okay. Queen e5 it must be.
Yes, queen e5 is the double attack.
That is so tricky. My
Yeah, because it
gosh.
attacks
Yeah.
this guy as well.
Oh, that is so. Oh my gosh. I would feel horrible as black.
Yeah, because if
So
once you
stuck.
take, checkmate, yeah.
So
And if
stuck.
this is like other things don't really work because then the king will just escape. So you have to deflect the queen, and queen e5 is the way to do it. You got it. Maybe these easy ones are too the easy mode for them is too easy for you.
Definitely not. I'm just in such a. Oh no.
Good, good. So now we have Anish again and difficult mode for Anish. We have seen this example before, so it might not be as difficult if you have seen it already. But it is really phenomenal. It's one of my favorite. I think this is my favorite game by Anish ever from Tata Steel 2023 against Gukesh.
Okay.
So really, really beautiful attack. Try to solve what White did here.
Well, there's of course the motive of Queen h7 checkmate. How
Yes,
can we achieve this though? The first idea which comes to mind is knight going to g5. Not sure
for
which one,
sure.
probably e4 to g5. But problem is the pawn will take.
Yep,
Now, now it gets interesting
I'll put
because
it on the board for you.
we cannot really follow up with the next knight, but we still have our rooks. So I'm wondering what happens after rook e4. Now, is this too slow? Ah, no, no, no. It's not rook e4. Rook takes on e6, it is.
Yeah, it is.
That is
Yeah, rook
nice.
e4 they will just take and there's no new
Yeah,
threat.
I don't know what pattern I was trying to follow up with rook going
No,
to
it makes
h4,
sense though.
but that is
It makes
more
sense.
efficient. And
Yeah.
I believe now our queen just hops into g6.
Honestly, that makes sense as well, but something is even better. Here, I'm worried, like, I don't know about bishop e8, but
Yeah, it's
like
not
you're
good.
probably still doing
No,
fine.
let's forget about that. Okay, we
But
just
there is something much more forcing.
so I don't
Actually, no, they will take on, maybe they'll take on here. I don't know
yeah.
though.
I'm
There's a
not
few
sure.
things.
I'm not sure if taking on e6 is the way to go
Taking on e6 with what?
with the rook.
Well, it is the way to go. You're in the right
Is it
track,
just so
but
simple?
the idea is yes, the idea is to attack the queen, but we've been wanting to go with this knight here all along, right?
Yes.
So what this sacrifice does is actually just move away the queen from
Deflects the
defending
queen
that square.
again. He's very good with those queen deflection tactics.
Yeah, exactly. So the queen would have to move away, and then once knight g5 happens, that is deadly.
Hmm.
So
So queen takes
that's
the rook, right?
so queen has to take the rook, and even this position was not easy. Was not easy because white doesn't have as many pieces left.
True.
So he just started making checkmate threats, like despite leaving that bishop there. Queen f5 was really important here to create that threat of queen h3.
Very good.
Black needs to defend it somehow, so he also tries to deflect the queen. And there was still some precision needed here to not get back rank mated. So the queen went
Gee.
here to keep both threats, and the game ended after. this and a sneaky little bishop here in the end.
Oh, nice.
And yeah,
Wow.
just too many threats, I guess, to deal with
Too
in the
many.
future. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Very nice tactic.
So yeah, that's one of my favorite attacks by him. And yeah, also a very big. I know we didn't mention anything about Nakamura, but I think he didn't. Like Nakamura and Giri don't need that introduction, but they're definitely some of the favorites to win as well. And we do get Matthias Blübaum in this in our first part.
Okay.
I probably put him up because I knew that Germany would be your favorite. So this is the easy mode
Mhm.
for Matthias, and yeah, I'm also really looking forward to seeing him play because I do think people underestimate the underdogs or the first time players a lot when it comes to these events. So it'd be really
Hmm.
cool. Try to solve this as white.
Mhm. Well, our queen is actually under attack.
Yes,
That
good point.
is not easy to see because they are so far away from each other.
True, true. I agree. Sometimes you forget one side of the
Totally.
board. Oh, in bullet would totally miss that.
Now, I'm almost sure it must be rook takes d7, but I don't know why yet. I have to follow up in some
Mhm.
clever way. If rook takes, queen takes, and then after we take on d8. Oh yeah, it's so easy, right? Oh, is it? Oh, it's a bit complicated. But maybe it works. Okay, here's my calculation. I cannot. I don't think it works, but here's my calculation. So rook takes d7, queen takes h4, rook takes d8 check, king goes to h7, rook c8, threatening checkmate, queen f2 check, king h2. Black is running out of checks. Last. Oh, there is no defense. The rook is just blocking. How amazing is that?
Exactly. And actually, Black resigned one move ago. Right here.
Wow.
But yeah, that's exactly it. And I think it's really cool that there's nothing after
Yep.
simple King
You
H2.
just accept the check. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
yeah, exactly. So that was one of the really nice tactics by
Easy
him. Yeah, in Bundesliga.
in the Bundesliga. The strongest league of chess.
Yes, well, it is.
It is.
No joke, it is actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, this one I really like because it's so crazy. I've never seen such a position in my
Crazy is
life.
good. Yeah.
So this is really hard. And this is from Blübaum's youth days, so back at the World Youth Championship.
My God, he had
Um,
the meagerly rating of 2,438.
right?
How cute.
Yeah, a long, long time ago. So guessing this is really difficult. This move is really hard, but I think you just kind of try to play, tell me which moves you're looking at, and then once I hear it, then we'll move one by one because this is really hard to foresee. So we'll
Okay,
do it one move by one.
one move by one. But at first, I need a plan. Well, an obvious idea would be d5 to open the line and threaten checkmate, I guess.
Okay, so I guess this is just in your German
Ah,
genes, and that's that's how you solve these. I thought D5 was really hard to calculate, but D5 like is the
really?
move. Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
Like I
so
thought you would look at maybe rook e2 first because
I
that knight is hanging.
I did, but I first of all I wanted to just check the most logical things to me because the
Right.
checkmate is clear, but I thought
But
it
you were
just
right to
wouldn't
do that.
work.
So here there's rook here, and the trick is that if you take, then the queen comes here and takes that rook, which is the point behind d5 as well.
Nasty.
And but we also have king g1 and this would win as well just in a more complicated fashion, but this would be good for white as well.
Poof.
But d5 is even better. And you're right about that long diagonal.
Yo. So I guess bishop f6.
No, not bishop f6, because then like we can actually just calmly start taking black's material.
All right.
They actually go here.
Okay. So I still think we can take back. The threat is still there. So f takes
Yeah,
7. I mean, we're in check, actually. So
queen here.
queen there, huh?
Is that a problem?
No.
Okay.
No problem at all, Svitlana. It actually makes things even easier. Hmm. Well, I can only see rook f4. Knight takes f4, I guess. Oh, that's not nice. Never
Yeah.
mind, forget about that. Huh. Wait, what? There's only bishop f4. This is the only move. And we lose too. Is there another move? Yeah, queen f4.
Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
gosh. Okay, oh my gosh. That is so cool. Now I see that we're actually threatening checkmate as well
Yeah.
with rook g8. That took a while.
Yeah,
So we just have to really stop this check and our checkmates, and that'll do.
exactly. If the knight takes, then we have that nice checkmate
That's
on
awesome.
g8.
That's really cool.
I don't know what else. Like, I guess if anything like that, we still just take. And yeah, we keep our checkmate threats. If they take like this, then the endgame is totally fine. Um, yeah, nothing else left to do. So in the game, they take like this.
Takes
We take
back
like
with
this
the rook, must. Because with the
with the
bishop
rook.
again, it's checkmate on f2.
Exactly. On f2. So g2,
Yes. Oh gosh. That is so crazy. My goodness.
right?
Well, we take on e2, only move.
Yeah. Let him queen again.
I guess king d3.
But he played d1
Okay.
to not
Probably
allow,
also
I guess, any
works.
more checks with queen g6 or something.
Yeah, that works
And
nicely.
yeah, the next threat is just bishop d4 or f8, depending on what black does. But nothing to do. Just checkmate.
Okay, that's really crazy.
I think that's like it's such a phenomenal game that you wouldn't believe that someone really found all that.
Yeah, it looks like a study.
Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic.
But see, now I get why Matthias is your favorite.
I,
Because
I
look at that.
yeah, me too now.
After this, you're
I'm
sure about
more
it.
sure than ever.
Yeah.
But
But
then
no, that,
again, never,
yeah.
never underestimate the second superstar of China, Wei Yi.
Yes, exactly. And I was also looking through, yeah, now we're moving on to Wei Yi. And looking at his games, I was also surprised how underestimated this guy is because he's been at the top for so long, but I guess doesn't get quite as much coverage as the rest of the guys. But he has played a lot of amazing games, and it was really hard to pick because so many were really good. But that's the last one for this episode, and then we'll move on to our other four. Um, so here, Wei Yi was playing as white. And I wouldn't say this is easy, but maybe the first move is easy, but the tactic itself is has some calculation. So,
Mm-hmm.
in our usual attacking fashion, what do you play as white?
We take on f7.
Of course we do. Yes, we do. And maybe I already give it away by putting it on the board, but I feel like it's fun to solve it like step by step as well. So, rook f7 is correct.
But it gets difficult. So I think
It
now
does.
queen h7 would have been my next move.
Yes, of course. Like that.
But the king goes there. So how do we deal with that? We could we can't. No, we can't. So I was thinking about rook f1, threatening checkmate on h3, but if the knight takes on e3,
Mm.
oh,
Mm.
nothing, it's still checkmate.
Yeah, no, this is like this makes a lot of sense to me. I think they can still defend. Like I was looking at one of them is rook here, but I don't really believe in rook there. Knight f4 is the annoying move that defends against that, and I guess we don't want to like maybe white can continue the attack, but I guess we gave away some pieces for it, so it's not the best.
No, no, there must be
But
something
good
better.
idea.
Well, what about? I don't think we should take the knight because we
Why
will
not?
give the king an escape route.
That also makes sense. But that knight is actually the one protecting from a lot of stuff. Like even if we play like that knight is always so annoying and it just defends like a lot of squares around the king.
It is, but I have the feeling I want to close in the king like this. Well, what happens if we take? King has to take back.
Yeah. Oops. That, yeah. Here there's
Now,
only one move that wins.
mhm.
For that exact reason you mentioned, because
Yeah.
we if the king goes here
Okay, I
and
think.
escapes, it's not that great.
Okay, so I am considering bishop e4 check.
Yeah.
King has to take.
Yep.
But how to complete this?
And I'm not gonna lie, this is really hard.
I think,
Like this move is there's two moves that win, but each of
yeah,
them is pretty insane.
queen f7.
Queen f7 is what he played in the game.
Hmm.
Yes. Queen f7 is exactly right, and it's only that or c4 also wins.
Buh. Okay, that I would have never guessed.
Yeah. Well, it's because of takes and then queen here,
Oh
and then
my.
if the king goes away, then that's how we use that c4
That is
move.
super tricky,
It's
yeah.
a bit mu it's a bit too much, right? It's a lot to
Svitlana, that's too much, really.
yeah. It's a lot to foresee. But you got it, Queen f7. So exactly, just taking away these all these other
Yeah.
squares one by one.
Threatening f3.
Yeah. And soon enough he ended up winning. There was still some he still chased the king around for a while, but he just repeated and then threatened the checkmate on d3. So the king started running the other way, but it wasn't enough to run away. And now he played like here, like there's a lot of moves that are good, but he chose this one
Hmm.
to just get the queen closer. And black kept playing, but the king is already in the net and he ended up winning, but there was a couple of moves where black just decided to
Mm.
sacrifice all of that to make it work, but it did not work because
My
the king is
God.
in the net a bit too much.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Wow.
that's how it
Very
ended.
nice finish.
But yeah, that's Wei Yi's tactic for you. It's very hard to foresee this one,
Well,
but
if this one
Arne
was the
Kaehler is
easy one and it was already hard, now I'm
Mhm.
looking forward to the hard one.
Yeah. No, both of them are, I would say, Wei Yi's, both of them are around medium. So this one is still a really beautiful attack, but it has a very cool idea attached to it. So this is, a classic Sicilian. Well, I don't know if classic, but it's probably a Sicilian. And try to think what weakness white should go for.
So the weakness is d7. And again, we have to try to deflect the queen. And the weakness will, of course, grow once we are playing f6. If the knight takes, I think we can take with our rook. And
Sorry, the rook was already here.
ah, yeah,
I kind of, yeah, didn't do that, but I think it doesn't change
Everything
anything.
falls apart. What I was thinking. No, okay. So still f6. Knight takes f6. Rook takes f6. f6. And now for our final trick, bishop b6 maybe. Queen has to go to c6. Oh, knight a5. And where can the queen go to? It has to be e6. And oh my gosh, how cool is that? Out of a sudden, we have a different checkmate pattern. I don't know. There must be something. It looks like it's already checkmate, but it isn't. How to conclude this? I think I'm on the right
I
track.
you were on the perfect track. You were doing it move after move after move. No, I'm so proud of you for like,
Oh, thank
just
you.
getting the whole thing.
Well, after almost
Um,
200 lessons, finally it has to pull off, right? Our
yes, no,
training.
this is working out so well. Everything is correct. Exact weakness that we should go for, so that's good. And yeah, sorry, we didn't show this, but that's the checkmate that we were going for
Mhm.
all along. But yeah, Black tried to escape in the game, and here he just plays knight here to
That
begin.
okay. So yeah, it doesn't go checkmate. We were just
Yeah,
winning enough material to win the game, I
it
guess.
doesn't go all the way,
Yeah.
but yeah, this is perfect. So then he plays rook. The opponent plays here, and we could keep going, but a couple of moves would be good. But I particularly like what he chose is knight to d5. And the idea here is really great. You should try to solve what happens after queen here.
Yeah, that is really great. So, is it how to checkmate? So, knight f6 check. I don't think it works because the king, we cannot protect the knight. So the king will go to e7. And if we even play rook d7 or bishop d8 was the idea, rook d7 doesn't even work because the queen is still there.
Yeah,
So
and
instead, yeah,
the thing with knight f6 is that like yeah, it's a really good move to consider, but then after this, you kind of let him have an escape square too,
exactly.
rather
So
than just keeping his pawns like that.
how about we play knight c7, king
Yep.
e7, bishop c5, d6, and
Yes.
now is it just rook takes d6?
It is just rook takes d6. And there is no move
Brutal.
that can save from rook just going away anywhere with checkmate. Computer's best move is queen c3, obviously. Just
we
might
take
as well give up, put the
I
queen wherever.
take the queen. I don't fall for
Yeah,
this.
it's because they want black to take
Yeah.
that bishop in case, but there's so the rook back doesn't work, but something nice still works, like this and
Ooh.
mate in two.
A mate in two, you say. Check and how to checkmate. No, no, it's not working. Damn it. How to checkmate? There's always. Oh yeah, okay. Rook d8, bishop, knight takes f7.
Yeah, you got it.
Cool.
That is the checkmate. Unfortunately, it didn't happen in the game, but he must have calculated it to play knight d5 in the first place. So it's pretty amazing. The game ended after just this, and White ended up winning with that. You,
Ah.
you, you sensed bishop d8 very early on, but for a different reason. And like that. So
Oh.
Yeah, I think this one was pretty hard. You saw it all the way from F6. You really sense that weakness there right away, but I think
Easy.
F6 is a really great move. It combines a lot of tactical ideas
Yeah,
in all in one. And yeah, you got it. So that was our first four candidates.
yeah. And for you at home, who do you think will win the candidates?
Yeah.
I'm
And
curious.
yeah, and we'll do the other four in the next lesson.
See you then.